Hello, hello, welcome, loves. We're so excited to share with you and bring you into this little glimpse of the magic that we call moon medicine. Jenna and I are sitting in my backyard, as you can see, where we've held many moon medicine circles in person and where we've had the opportunity to start to see this magic unfold, which we'll talk about a lot more. And really, we just want to be able to pass on to you what we've witnessed and this offering that we are now calling moon medicine, which is really, to us, moon magic, this combination of the work that we do together.
Mm-hmm. To start, I want to welcome my co-facilitator, Mitten,
my
who
beloved.
I'm so honored to co-facilitate with and teach on this course. Mitten is a clinical herbalist, an intuitive healer, a feminine wellness guide, and just an overall epic human. And I've seen hundreds and hundreds of women here in the yard, virtually, be so transformed and moved by her medicine. So I'm honored also to welcome you in to experience her magic.
Thank you, sweetheart. Mm-hmm. And I think Jenna speaks to how much we love facilitating together, and Jenna is this incredible educator. I've learned so much from her in Jewish mysticism and mindfulness and trauma-informed embodiment practices. She is really incredible in these ways. And the thing that I absolutely love in working and facilitating with Jenna is being able to really lean into the opportunity of healing when she brings us fully into the body through the lens of the Hebrew months, my passion and love. And we have an opportunity to really let go and come into peace and come into feminine. So I know we're drinking
Cheers.
cacao, as we do, and as I said, and even just to share a little bit with you, before we bring anything to the world, we really set intentions. We spoke our prayer before this. We are drinking our sacred cacao. And as we're bringing this practice into the world and this really incredible, unexpected alchemy, we are also in it with you. And this beautiful, unexpected magic and unfolding, we continue to practice together and in each month and with each moon. So we are sharing and teaching, but these are not our teachings. These are us bringing together rememberings. Mm-hmm. And we always like to share that we didn't know that when these came together that it would be so, this way of learning and teaching would be so transformative to us and to others. And now, after 2 years of leading moon medicine in person here in Boulder, what we have seen combining this beautiful Kabbalistic mysticism and these ancient teachings with this earth-centered, moon-centered way of working with the plants and the body is that healing just starts to really unfold. And it's magical to us every time. Mm-hmm. Like every time we work with women and these incredible healing opportunities and openings and tears or realizations unfold, we're just so grateful that we have had the opportunity to be offering this. It feels, I always feel honored, I know that Jenna does too, like a real blessing to bring this wisdom, which again is not ours. It's just an offering of ancient wisdom brought together for you. So thank you for listening. And
yeah, and I love what you're saying about this wisdom is not ours, but it's ancient. And every month we're inviting in the wisdom of our ancestors and our lineage and the field of the angelic forces. Every Hebrew month has its own team of angels and spiritual entities and pathways that invite us into healing and wholeness. And this way of Kabbalah, which really means to receive, receiving as transmission, historically has always been taught through the masculine lens. Even though it is Kabbalah, the feminine aspect of Jewish mysticism, unfortunately, women were discluded from a lot of this body of work. and Kabbalah was coming down from a masculine way. Over the last bit of time, and Mitten and I are stepping into this lineage of bringing the feminine wisdom of Kabbalah, known as the Maim Nukvin, which is the waters of below, the stirring of below, and this mysticism that comes from the earth, from our body, from our present moment awareness, from being in a feminine body. And that's what we're so excited to explore, that we're bringing in spirituality and somatics, and earth and sky, and the spirit and flesh together. So we're really inviting you into this new way of exploring Kabbalah and healing and wholeness. We are anchoring our rhythm of time through this ancient ritual of Rosh Chodesh, which is the new moon. This mitzvah, or divine invitation, was given to the Israelites right after they left Egypt. It was the first commandment they received in the desert. And so right away, the moon became a symbol of renewal and possibility. And even in the dark times, to believe that there's something more for you, and there's something that you don't see yet that is waiting to be revealed. And although this was given to the Israelites, our sages teach that the wisdom of the Hebrew calendar is really meant for all people. And it is the light of our tradition that we wish to share with the world. It is universal, the wisdom of the inner dimension of time and seasons. And this new moon marks a portal into a Hebrew month. And Kabbalistically, every Hebrew month brings many dimensions and pathways of healing, which we'll be exploring. And with that, we're also inviting in the plants and the ancestors of each month to give us a guidebook for how to heal, and not just alone, but coming together.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I always love listening to Jenna, because I always learn from her every time, even in this teaching. Mm-hmm. So thank you. And one of the things that I learned when we first started leading together, which I still share all the time, and she just referenced, is this work is for all women. You don't have to be Jewish. You don't have to be an herbalist. You don't have to have any experience with this. This is your birthright as a woman, to lean into the cycles and the seasons and the moons, and to receive the medicine from these opportunities. So we'll be integrating this like beautiful ancient Kabbalistic wisdom together with working with the body and the earth, and we'll be working with 2 plants every month. The plants really help us weave in this possibility of the concepts and the meaning. So when we lean into the opportunity of like, what do we learn in each month about what body part may be affected, or where we may be focusing, or what part of the body, mind, spirit we might be working with, then we can have a complementary plant or plants that actually help us bring it fully into the female body on a cellular level, and help us achieve opening or transformation or release. And then the magic is like, then we combine it with the moon and the seasons, and all of a sudden we find ourselves just flowing through this cyclical nature. So when Jenna was talking about how Kabbalah like used to or has recently been brought down through the linear of the masculine, for us as women, our bodies require this opening. When we get into linear, we get stuck, or we get rigid, or we get angry. The plants, by the way, nothing wrong with anger, but the plants and the moons really help us come into a place where we can access this spiraling, non-linear nature of the female body. So as we are each in female bodies traversing through different experiences, whether it's through a menstrual cycle, or whether it's through a season of your life, or an experience in your life, or grief, the plants and the Hebrew calendar hold each of those experiences so sacred, and give us this foundation and this guidebook, this beautiful blueprint for really leaning into what we're receiving, whether it's a challenge or something that feels like a blessing.
And that comes back to the anchor of Kabbalah, to receive. We're receiving from our roots in heaven. We're also receiving from the roots below. And receiving will come in many different ways. And as people are coming into our container, we've had a lot of applicants that are weaving in, and they're sharing the main reason they're joining is for belonging, for community, for intimacy, for deep relationships. And I really believe that the river that underlies all that we do is the river of belonging. And so much so that the divine told King David, the first step in healing is coming together. And it's one thing to have a Rosh Chodesh practice, a new moon practice on your own, and we will help you cultivate that, and that's great. But to do so in community, coming together as a sacred container, is only going to help our growth and our healing to wholeness be augmented and supported in a larger way. We're also coming together, not just us, but all the layers of the kingdom of life. We're calling upon the mineral, the plant, the animal, the human, the angelic, our ancestors. And we're also bringing all of ourself here. And I want to reassure you that all of you is welcome.
Yeah, all of you is welcome.
All of you is
and
welcome.
all of us is welcome. We're always doing that work ourselves.
Yeah.
All of you is welcome.
Our shadow side is welcome.
The confusion.
There's no hiding here.
Yeah.
There's no shame in our container. You are all welcome.
Yeah.
And we are building a wide enough container to hold all of you.
Yeah. And the earth can hold all of you, and the plants and the seasons. Like, that's what's so beautiful about what is woven in here. And if you haven't yet had the opportunity to see the Elul recording, please do, because it will give you a real sense of this. But just like we really let Rose hold us in our forgiveness, like, there is so much built into this to create so much support and holding. Like, in addition to this beautiful belonging and this way of building community, there's so much that we need as women that we're not receiving. And our intentions are to, like, completely infuse this container with what we need to be our brightest, most beautiful selves. Like, these practices can hold you. They do hold you. We've witnessed so much with the women in our community here. These plants do hold you. This ancient wisdom is so holding. And yeah, we just welcome that opportunity. We don't ever know what will unfold, but we deeply trust that it will be towards healing. Okay, so we just want to share what to expect. So in this beautiful balance of masculine and feminine, the feminine says, let's flow within this container. And the masculine says, here's this very clear container of what we're offering. And that is the beauty of these months. So Jenna's going to just share a little bit of what this offering looks like, and you can just feel into the nature of the opportunity for you. And you may see us get excited. Like, we both have some really
favorite months. Yeah, so we designed this to be a 6-month container because there's a full arc that we're going through in this first 6 months. You'll have the opportunity to continue with us for the full year if you desire. But we're beginning in Tishrei, which is the solar head, the start of the year, and the root of Tishrei is Reshit, which means beginnings. So we're stepping into a field of beginnings, of setting intentions, of clear awareness, renewing our relationship with the divine. And this month is being called elevated transformation because we have so much energy this month to transform in a heightened, intense, beautiful way. And the sense, or hush, spiritual sense that we'll be activating is intimacy with ourself, with the divine, with each other. And after this really elevated month of Tishrei comes Cheshvan, a month of quiet stillness. It's a month of integration of all that we experience. and coming into our arcs, our protective arcs of restoration. And the sense that we'll be activating is smell.
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 Of course, this is one of my favorites because we
We'll
get to like bring all the
We'll be
things
doing
to
a
smell.
scent journey.
It's really fun, the scent journey.
Cheshvan's Avi's favorite month.
Yeah.
Spacious, quiet. And then comes the darker month of Kislev, where we're entering the time of the winter solstice. And we get to kindle the light of our dreams, light the flame, and take in through our eyes the wisdom of the flame and call upon in our dreams what needs healing. Kislev is one of our favorite months.
One
together.
of our favorite months. There's so much in Kislev, particularly around being willing to lean into the darkness.
Mm-hmm.
The yin and the feminine is inherently part of the darkness, the moon. And there's so much about the realm of possibility of healing. One of the things that we do together is create an arc all the way to the month of healing, which is later in ER, but starting to plant the seeds so deeply underground and question the potential of like being open to miracles. So many of us are shut down to miracles. We stop believing that something is possible, that a life that we desire, or wellness that we desire, relationships that we desire. So cultivating this ability to call in miracles and see the light in the darkest of the darkest. Yeah.
And as we increase the light in the menorah over Hanukkah, and the light begins to return after the winter solstice, we move into Tevet, the month of sacred anger and sexuality and rawness of the body. It's a very feminine month of being underground.
Yeah, and sensual.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sensual. And the hush, the spiritual sense of the month, is anger. And of course, there's a negative anger, but there's also a holy anger that we'll explore.
Yeah, a righteous boundary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Then we move into Shvat, the month of embodying our matriarchal tree.
Yeah, we love the matriarchal tree.
Being able to give abundance without depleting ourselves, cultivating connection with our roots, and activating pleasure through the sense of taste.
Yeah.
And after Shvat, we move into Adar, which is the lightness of love and play and joy. And this month we called embodying our inner queen of the soft and fierce queen, because both of those we will embody. Yeah. And we end in Adar because Tishrei, where we start, is the intentions of the mind. But through the arc, we close and we finalize all of our intentions through the fullness of the body, the queendom that we have created over building wisdom month to month to month.
Yeah.
So excited.
So excited. So from that place, we'll be moving in, of course, to the next 6 months of embodiment and holding an intentional container that is intimate and personalized and individualized for each woman. Jenna and I will be putting a lot of intention and prayer and thought and desire into bringing exactly what we hear from you, if you so desire to join us in this, to you. The offering is really from us to you, and it will be deeply personalized and be moving in this cyclical nature, just as the moons do and just as the months do. It will be in the feminine flow in this way where we'll have a very beautiful, sturdy container, and there will be flexibility and flow and relational flow as we all expand and grow. And we anticipate expanding and growing. We notice every time we offer something new, we also are expanding and growing and bringing in this magic into ourselves and our families. And that's our blessing for you, that this magic of coming back deeply into alignment with really what is yours, all women, like I don't think we could say this enough, like this is yours, this is your medicine, and our blessing is that you can bring it into your life, to your family, to your community in a way that you are fully embodied in your fullness and in your cyclical nature, and in the way that you can go from anger to joy and darkness to light, that is our full, true, beautiful expression as women. I think that's one of our blessings and our hopes and prayers. You want to add anything to that?
We're so glad you found our little pocket of the virtual world.
Yes, yeah,
I really believe in divine providence and that our paths are coming together in this way, in this divine timing.
Yeah.
And we're so grateful to welcome you in, and we're here for all of you. So welcome to Moon Medicine.